breath so tight. Every breath cuts like a blade in this war that we have made. Tell me why the sky turns red when your voice lives in my head. If you fall, I'll break apart, shatter like my beating heart. If you're right, I'll tear it down, burn this whole damn world to ground. Paradox, rain falling fast, nothing real was meant to last. Speed of light but standing still, poison kiss with bitter pill. Every smile hides the pain, dancing in this acid rain. Tell me why the sky turns red when your voice lives in my head. When you're gone, this world will end, but because you're here, this world changes. Contradiction in my veins, running wild through city streets. Every step I take away brings me back to where we meet. Love and hate, they occupy the same space in my mind. Kill or cure, pure or poison, leave the sanity behind. Fast forward through the wreckage of the promises we broke. Rewind until the silence speaks louder than we spoke. Binary emotions crashing, ones and zeros in my skull. Empty when you're here with me, destroyed when beautiful. If you fall, I'll break apart, shatter like my beating heart. If you rise, I'll tear it down, burn this whole damn world to ground. Paradox, rain falling fast, nothing real was meant to last. You took what made me clean, innocent face I used to wear. Knowledge comes with a price to pay. New colors bleeding every paint over what I was before. Paint over, can't find that door. Layers thick upon my skin, can't remember where I've been. Brussels hide what's underneath, something's dying beneath. Paint over everything I knew, paint over me, paint over you. Can't scrape away what's buried deep. Paint over promises we keep. Paint over everything I knew, paint over me, paint over you. Layer by layer, truth disappears. Paint over innocence and tears. Learning comes with bloodied hands, understanding cuts like glass. Every lesson leaves a scar, future buries what I was. Paint over who I used to be. Paint over, set the old me free. Canvas stretched across my face, of that first place. Colors mixing, running down. Lost the child I used to be. Pain over everything I knew. Pain over me and pain over you. Can't scrape away what's buried deep. Pain over promises we keep. Pain over everything I knew. Pain over me and pain you. Layer by layer, truth disappears. Pain over innocence and tears. Watch me change with every stroke. Colors blend until I choke. Breathing through this thick disguise. Can't recognize these older eyes. Pain over, pain over. Pain over, pain over. Pain over everything I knew. Pain over me and pain over you. Can't scrape away what's buried deep. Pain over promises we keep. Pain over everything I knew. Pain over me and pain over you. Layer by layer, soul disappears. Pain over everything I held dear. Pain over what I was before. Pain over, can't find that door. Streets echo with the sound of my steps. Moving forward, but I still feel the depth of every cut that tried to bring me down. Still standing here on solid ground. I've got marks that tell a different story. Each one earned, but never feeling sorry. I'm not walking this path alone anymore. Every scar just makes me stronger than before. You're not here, but I can feel you in my chest, pushing me beyond what I thought was my best. Sometimes I trace the lines across my skin. Remember where the pain used to begin. But you taught me how to turn the hurt around. Now I hear strength in every sound. These wounds became the reason I survived. Every battle kept me more alive. I'm not walking this path alone anymore. Every scar just makes me stronger than before. You're not here, but I can feel you in my chest, pushing me beyond what I thought was my best. Feel the rhythm in my bones, all the weight I've carried home. Turn the volume up inside, let the shamisen be my guide. When the world tries to break me in half, I remember why I learned to laugh. Through the chaos and the pain, I found something I can't explain. I'm not walking this path alone anymore. Every scar just makes me stronger than before. Though you faded, you still live inside my head. Blade strikes through the morning air. He moves like thunder, no despair. Steel meets flesh the ancient way. I watch him train until the day. Every fall he rises up, never breaks, never stops. Something burns inside his chest. Push beyond, forget the rest. Blood and steel collide tonight. Cut through darkness, find the light. Every scar becomes his strength. Go the distance, any length. Blood and steel, his battle cry. Never bow, never die. Years of pain carved in his hands, fighting demons no one understands. But I see fire in his eyes. Born to conquer, born to rise. Every fall he rises up, never breaks, never stops. Something burns inside his chest. Push beyond, forget the rest. Blood and steel collide tonight. Cut through darkness, find the light. Every scar becomes his strength. Go the distance, any length. Blood and steel, his battle cry. Never bow, never die. When the world comes crashing down, he stands his ground. Metal heart, warrior soul, takes control. Blood and steel ignite the night. Break the chains, unleash the fight. Every wound becomes his power. This is his defining hour. Blood and steel, his legacy. Wild and free, wild and free. Every time you left me standing, tears fell like rain. But we found our way back laughing through the hurt and pain. Nothing stays the same forever, but we held on tight. When the world kept spinning faster, we burned through the night, breaking down these walls between us. Nothing left to hide. Every time we fall apart, we come back stronger than before. Every scar becomes a mark of what we're fighting for. Never gonna let you go, even when the seasons change. Every time we fall apart, we rise up from the watching all the years behind us fade into the dust. But the fire that burns inside us never turns to rust. All the battles that we weathered made us who we are. When the distance tries to break us, you're my guiding star, breaking down these walls between us. Nothing left to hide. Every time we fall apart, we come back stronger than before. Never one to dodge the rain. Piano flickers, thunder veins made of wounds, carried none in vain. I see your shoulders squared in steel, Shamisen glides, tension real. Doesn't matter where the cracks might peel, you move forward, fade on your heel. Push through noise, faces blur, midnight hammer, steel demur, turning pain into a lure. Not a step back, not unsure. Storms at your back, charge through the roar, guided by thunder, want nothing more. Haunted by changes you never implore, still you keep running, eyes on the core. Ride that rhythm, never still. Heartbeat drills, pure will. Bitter winds and bitter sky break apart but never lie. I watch you cut through tangled tracks, never bending, fierce attacks. Everything in color, nothing lacks. Find the future, never look back. Mercy spent, no disguise. Metal clashes, quiet defies. Your resolve where the riddle lies. Driven soul with the fire that flies. Unexpected dawn on razor wire. Each footstep sparks electric fire. Taking aim, never tire. Carving hope from the mire. Storms at your back, charge through the roar. Guided by thunder, want nothing more. Haunted by changes you never implore. Still you keep running, eyes on the core. Pulses racing, hunted thrill. Live defiant against the chill. No retreat, no reason why. Break apart but never lie. Running through my veins, never static, out of balance. I push against the frame. The beat relentless, cut silent questions. Behind me echoes break, never the same. Crash into the rush, no signal to guide. Friction on steel, fire inside. Every edge I walk, I don't look behind. Rush of the unknown, I'm out in the wild. Now I move uncertain. Bright and unyielding, smash into rapid rhythm. I stop withholding, caught between impulse, the weight of remaining. Sharpened intention, the current sustaining. Fragmented, stretching into somewhere new. Lines red draw, nothing left to use. Still I press raw, husky, strained truth. Hard steps forward, pounding through. Now I move uncertain, undaunted. Signal flares mark this cold transition. All I know, pressure rising, no permission. Staring down the next shift, reason left behind. Each step carves a mark, burning my design. Broken yet awake, feeling every scar. your chest, burning bright and wild, never knowing rest. Every heart you touched became a battlefield, learning how to hurt before you learn to heal. Blood on your hands from the love you tried to give, scars on your soul from the way you chose to live, fighting through the pain that cuts you to the bone, standing in the wreckage of the trust you've outgrown. But the strongest steel is forged in flame. Every wound you bear won't be in vain. You'll rise above the ashes of your broken past, find the strength to love when the die is cast. Through the fire and the fury, you'll become the warrior with the gentlest heart when all is done. You learn to break before you learn to bend, took 1,000 hits before you found a friend. Every betrayal carved deeper in your mind, left you searching for the peace you couldn't find. Rage became your armor, anger was your shield, never showed your weakness, never learned to yield. But beneath the surface of your hardened skin beats the heart of someone who still believes in sin. Strongest steel is forged in flame. Every wound you bear won't be in vain. You'll rise above the ashes of your broken past, find the strength to love when the die is cast. Through the fire and the fury, you'll become the warrior with the gentlest heart when all is. Tear it down, build it up from the ruins of your trust. Break the chains, feel the pain, let it fuel your righteous rage.